In this real incident, imagine that with me. Imagine leaving Earth and everything is normal. Your country is strong and your mission is clear. But when you return, you discover that your country no longer exists. In 1991, the Soviet cosmonaut Sergei Krikalev was sent to space aboard the Mir space station. It was a routine mission, just a few months in orbit. But while he was up there, something unbelievable happened. But when the Soviet Union was dissolved into 15 separate states in late 1991, Krikalev was told that he could not return to his homeland because the country that had sent him no longer existed. No one was able to follow up on the decision of his scientific program, manage his return process, supervise it, or even secure the necessary budget. The Soviet Union, the most powerful union in the world, began to collapse. On Earth, chaos, economic crisis, political collapse, an uncertain future. And up above, he was still waiting. No country, no clear orders, no way to return. He was supposed to stay for just 5 months, but he remained in space for 311 days. Imagine this. You leave as a citizen of one country and return to find yourself a citizen of another. Thoughts began to overwhelm him. Will I stay in space? Is it possible that I will never see my family again? You blast off into space, carrying your country's flag on your shoulder, representing it with pride. Everything is clear. You have a homeland, a system, an identity you belong to. While tanks were rolling through Red Square in Moscow, barricades were being built on the bridges, and the era of Mikhail Gorbachev and the Soviet Union came to an end on that date. He was informed by the Russian Space Center that returning to Earth was impossible due to the political situation. Days pass slowly up there. The silence of space, its darkness, and your distance from everything you know. Krikalev was, with each passing day, threatened by the risks of muscle atrophy, exposure to radiation, an increased risk of cancer, a weakened immune system, and impaired blood circulation. And this is only part of the total potential dangers faced by a human undertaking a space mission longer than intended. All his attempts to find a solution had failed. No one was able to resolve the problem. However, he was told that Germany was trying to help bring him back to Earth. He didn't want to feel hope for nothing. His nerves began to break down, thoughts started to consume his mind, and his body began to be affected by the psychological pressure. All he had was time and memories. He kept looking at pictures of his family, moment after moment. After 311 days, the time finally came to set foot on Earth, and he was greeted by his friends. Then comes the day of return. You finally land on Earth, open the spacecraft door, breathe the air of your homeland. But something feels strange. People speak differently. The flags have changed. The name you once belonged to no longer exists. This is where the shock begins. Finally, the last Soviet citizen returns to Earth, weak and pale, suffering from bone loss and other health complications. Yet, according to his media statements at the time, he was happy because he was finally standing on solid ground.